Asterisk Jungkook opens the box, revealing a stunning silver ring with a delicate engraving of a camera and a microphone, symbolizing their shared passions and love for snapshots of souls. Will you marry me? Asterisk he asks, his eyes shining with tears of joy and anticipation. Asterisk, will you spend the rest of your life with me, creating art, building our dreams, and loving each other fiercely? Jimin's hands fly to his mouth, tears streaming down his face as he stares at the ring in disbelief. He nods vigorously, unable to speak for a moment. Yes, asterisk, he finally manages to choke out. Asterisk, yes, Jungkook. 1,000 times yes. Asterisk, Jungkook slips the ring onto Jimin's finger, standing up and pulling him into a tight embrace. They kiss deeply, pouring all of their love and happiness into the moment. Asterisk, as they break apart, both of them laughing and crying at the same time. Jungkook takes Jimin's hand and places a gentle kiss on the ring. Asterisk, I love you so much. Asterisk, he whispers. Asterisk, I can't wait to start our life together. Asterisk, Jimin squeezes his hand, his own eyes shining with happiness. Asterisk, I love you too. Asterisk, he says, his voice filled with emotion. Asterisk, and I can't wait to build our future together. Asterisk, they stand there for a moment, holding each other tightly as the sun sets behind them. The park is quiet, but their hearts are filled with noise, the sound of love, laughter, and endless possibilities. Asterisk, as they walk back home hand in hand, Jungkook leans over and whispers in Jimin's ear. Asterisk, snapshots of souls is just the beginning. Our love story is only just starting. Asterisk, Jimin smiles softly, leaning into Jungkook's embrace as they walk. Asterisk, I can't wait to see what the future holds. Asterisk, he murmurs. As long as I'm with you, I know it'll be amazing. Asterisk, they arrive back at their apartment, both of them feeling a sense of peace and contentment. As they step inside, Jungkook pulls Jimin close and kisses him deeply, pouring all of his love and passion into the embrace. Asterisk, when they finally break apart, both of them are breathless and smiling. Asterisk, let's start our life together right now. Asterisk, Jungkook says softly. I want to fall asleep in your arms tonight and wake up next to you tomorrow morning. Asterisk, Jimin nods eagerly, taking Jungkook's hand and leading him towards the bedroom. Asterisk, I couldn't agree more. Asterisk, he says, his voice filled with love and anticipation. Asterisk, our future starts tonight. Asterisk, as they enter the bedroom, Jungkook pulls Jimin close, his hands roaming over his back and shoulders. He kisses him deeply, passionately, pouring all of his love and desire into the embrace. Asterisk, Jimin responds eagerly, his own hands exploring Jungkook's body as they slowly undress each other. They fall onto the bed together, a tangle of limbs and kisses, their hearts racing in sync. Asterisk, Jungkook trails his lips down Jimin's neck, nipping and sucking gently at the sensitive skin. Asterisk, I love you. Asterisk, he murmurs against his chest. I love you so much. Asterisk, Jimin arches into his touch, a soft moan escaping his lips. I love you too. Asterisk, Jimin whispers, his fingers tangling in Jungkook's hair. Asterisk, so much. I never thought I could feel this way about someone. Asterisk, He pulls Jungkook up for another kiss, deep and slow, savoring the taste and feel of him. Their bodies press together, skin to skin, as they lose themselves in each other. Jungkook's hand slides down Jimin's side, over the curve of his hip, and between his legs. He touches him gently, reverently, learning every inch of his body. Jimin gasps and shudders beneath him, his hips lifting off the bed. Jungkook. He pants. Please. Jungkook smiles against his neck, kissing and biting gently. I've got you. He murmurs. I'll always take care of you. Jungkook continues his gentle exploration, his touch bringing Jimin to new heights of pleasure. He watches Jimin's face intently, committing every expression and sound to memory. Jimin's breathing grows ragged, his body tensing as he approaches the edge. Jungkook leans down, capturing his lips in a passionate kiss as he pushes him over. Jimin cries out into the kiss, his body shuddering and convulsing with release. Jungkook holds him close, riding out the waves of pleasure with him. As Jimin comes down from his high, he pulls Jungkook into another kiss, deep and loving. That was incredible. He murmurs against his lips. But I want you too. I want to feel you inside me. Jungkook's heart races at Jimin's words, a surge of love and desire coursing through him. He kisses Jimin deeply, pouring all of his emotions into the embrace. Yes, he whispers, his voice husky with need. I want that too. I want to be as close to you as possible. He reaches for the supplies they keep in the bedside drawer, quickly preparing himself. Jimin spreads his legs, inviting Jungkook in with a soft smile. Jungkook settles between his thighs, gazing down at him with love and reverence. I love you. He says softly, pressing forward gently. Jimin gasps as Jungkook enters him, his body stretching and accommodating. Jungkook. He pants. You feel so good. They move together slowly at first, savoring the sensation of being joined so intimately, but soon the pace quickens, their bodies rocking and grinding against each other. The room fills with the sounds of their lovemaking, soft moans, gasps, and whispered words of love. They lose themselves in each other, their bodies moving in perfect sync. Jungkook leans down, capturing Jimin's lips in a searing kiss. He reaches between them, wrapping his hand around Jimin's hardened length and stroking him in time with his thrusts. Jimin's head falls back against the pillow, his mouth falling open in a silent cry of pleasure. Jungkook feels his own release building, but he holds back, determined to bring Jimin with him. I'm close. He pants against Jimin's ear. Come with me, my love. I want to feel you let go. He increases the pace of his thrusts and strokes, pushing Jimin closer and closer to the edge. Jimin's body tenses, his back arching off the bed as he reaches his peak. He cries out Jungkook's name, his voice hoarse with passion and love. Jungkook follows him over the edge, shuddering and groaning as he finds his own release. They collapse together, a sweaty and satisfied tangle of limbs. Jungkook rolls to the side, pulling Jimin into his arms and holding him close. That was amazing. Jimin murmurs, nuzzling into Jungkook's chest. I never knew it could be like that. Asterisk. Jungkook kisses the top of his head, smiling softly. It's like that because it's with you. Asterisk, he says. You bring out the best in me, in every way. Asterisk. They lie there for a long moment, basking in the afterglow and the love that surrounds them. Asterisk. As the night wears on, they make love again and again, each time more passionate and meaningful than the last. They explore each other's bodies thoroughly, learning every curve, every freckle, every sensitive spot. Asterisk. In the early hours of the morning, they finally succumb to exhaustion, falling asleep in each other's arms. Jungkook pulls the blankets up over them, wrapping Jimin in his embrace. Asterisk. He smiles softly as he drifts off to sleep, his heart full of love and happiness. In his dreams, he sees their future unfolding, a life filled with art, laughter, and endless love. Asterisk. When he wakes up in the morning, Jungkook finds Jimin watching him with a soft smile. Asterisk. Good morning. Asterisk. He says quietly. Did you sleep well? Asterisk. Jimin nods, leaning in to press a gentle kiss to Jungkook's lips. Asterisk. I did. Asterisk. He murmurs. I slept better than I ever have before. It's because of you being in your arms. It feels like coming home. Asterisk. He snuggles closer, resting his head on Jungkook's chest. Asterisk. I never want to leave this bed. Asterisk. He admits with a soft laugh. Asterisk. But we should probably get up and start planning our future, our wedding, snapshots of souls, everything. Jungkook kisses the top of his head, smiling happily. You're right. Asterisk. He agrees. We have so much to look forward to. But first, breakfast in bed. Asterisk. He winks at Jimin playfully. After all, we need our energy for all the planning and celebrating we'll be doing today. Asterisk. Jimin laughs, a bright and joyful sound that fills the room. Asterisk. Breakfast in bed sounds perfect. Asterisk. He says, grinning up at Jungkook. Asterisk. But only if you promise to feed me strawberries and champagne. It's not every day you get engaged, after all. Asterisk. Jungkook chuckles, rolling out of bed and pulling Jimin up with him. Asterisk. Strawberries and champagne it is. Asterisk. He agrees. I'll go whip something up in the kitchen. You stay here and relax. Asterisk. He leans in for a quick kiss before heading out of the room. Jimin watches him go with a soft smile, his heart feeling light and full. Asterisk. A short while later, Jungkook returns with a tray laden with food, pancakes, fresh strawberries, whipped cream, and 2 glasses of champagne. He sets it down on the bed and climbs in beside Jimin, handing him a glass. To us. Asterisk. He says softly, clinking his glass against Jimin's. Asterisk. To our past, present, and future. I love you. Asterisk. Jimin smiles brightly, taking a sip of the champagne. Asterisk. To us. Asterisk. He echoes. And to snapshots of souls, the beginning of our dreams coming true. Asterisk. They feed each other strawberries and pancakes, stealing kisses and laughing together. As they eat, they start discussing their plans for the future, their wedding, their art, their life together. Asterisk. Their hearts are full, and their minds are buzzing with excitement for what's to come. They know that as long as they have each other, they can face anything. Asterisk. As the day wears on, they continue to plan and dream, their love and passion fueling their every idea. They sketch out designs for their wedding invitations, brainstorm concepts for upcoming snapshots of Seoul's exhibitions, and even start planning their honeymoon. Asterisk in the midst of it all, Jungkook pulls Jimin into his lap, wrapping his arms around him. Asterisk, I have a surprise for you. Asterisk, he murmurs, pressing a kiss to his neck. Asterisk, Jimin turns to look at him, his eyes sparkling with curiosity. A surprise? What is it? Asterisk, Jungkook grins mischievously. Asterisk, close your eyes. Asterisk, he instructs. And no peeking. Asterisk, Jimin laughs, but does as he's told, closing his eyes tightly. Asterisk, Jungkook carefully maneuvers Jimin off his lap and onto the bed. He gets up and moves around the room, opening a drawer and rummaging through it for a moment. When he returns, he sits back down beside Jimin. Okay, asterisk, he says softly. Open your eyes. Jimin's eyes flutter open, and his gaze lands on Jungkook's outstretched hand. In his palm rests a small velvet box. Jimin's breath catches in his throat as Jungkook opens it to reveal a stunning engagement ring. A simple platinum band with a delicate diamond solitaire. Jimin, asterisk, Jungkook begins, his voice trembling with emotion. I know we're already engaged, but I wanted to give you a symbol of my love and commitment. Asterisk, Jungkook continues, his eyes shining with tears. Asterisk, this ring represents the promise I made to you last night, to love you, cherish you, and build a life with you. It's a reminder that no matter what challenges we face, we'll face them together. Asterisk, he takes Jimin's hand, gently sliding the ring onto his finger. Asterisk, I love you more than words can express. Asterisk, he whispers, you are my everything, my soulmate, my partner, my best friend. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Asterisk, Jimin stares at the ring on his finger, tears streaming down his face. He launches himself at Jungkook, wrapping his arms around him tightly. Asterisk, I love you too. Asterisk, he sobs. So much. Thank you for choosing me, for loving me. I promise to spend every day making you happy. They hold each other tightly, their tears mingling as they pour their hearts out. Jungkook pulls back slightly, cupping Jimin's face in his hands. I have one more surprise for you. Asterisk, he says softly, a playful smile tugging at his lips, but it's outside. Are you up for a little adventure? Asterisk, Jimin nods eagerly, wiping away his tears. Asterisk, always. Asterisk, he says. Lead the way. Jungkook stands up and takes Jimin's hand, leading him out of the apartment and down to the street. He leads him to a nearby park where he stops in front of a beautiful bench. Asterisk, the bench is adorned with flowers and a small plaque that reads, Jimin and Jungkook, love never fails. Jimin's eyes widen in surprise and joy as he realizes what Jungkook has done. Oh my God, asterisk, he breathes, turning to Jungkook with tears in his eyes. Asterisk, you did this for me, for us. Jungkook smiles softly, pulling Jimin into his arms. Asterisk, of course I did. Asterisk, he says, I want the whole world to know how much I love you. This bench is a symbol of our love, a place where we can always come back to and remember how it all began. Asterisk, he kisses Jimin deeply, pouring all of his love and affection into the embrace. I love you. I can't believe this is real. Asterisk, Jimin murmurs, resting his head on Jungkook's shoulder. Asterisk. Sometimes I still pinch myself to make sure I'm not dreaming. Asterisk. Jungkook chuckles softly, pressing a kiss to the top of his head. Asterisk. It's real. Asterisk. He assures him. Asterisk. And it's just the beginning. We have our whole lives ahead of us, filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities. Asterisk. He turns Jimin's face towards him, gazing into his eyes with all the love and devotion in his heart. Asterisk. I promise to spend every day making you happy. Asterisk. He says, to love and cherish you, to support and encourage you in all your dreams. Asterisk. Jungkook continues, to be your rock, your safe haven, your biggest fan. I promise to always be by your side through every up and down, every joy and challenge. Asterisk. He kisses Jimin gently, pouring all of his promises and vows into the embrace. Asterisk. You are my everything. Asterisk. He whispers. Asterisk. My heart, my soul, my reason for being. I love you more than words can express. Asterisk. Jimin kisses him back deeply, tears of happiness streaming down his face. Asterisk. I love you too. Asterisk. He says, so much. You're my everything too. My partner, my best friend, my soulmate. Jungkook's phone suddenly vibrates in his pocket, breaking the intimate moment. He pulls it out reluctantly, glancing at the screen with a frown. It's Jin. Asterisk. He says apologetically. Asterisk. Probably wanting to know why we missed our weekly game night invitation. Jimin laughs softly, wiping away his tears. Go answer it then. Tell him we had important business to attend to. As Jungkook speaks briefly with Jin on the phone, Jimin takes the opportunity to admire his engagement ring under the fading sunlight. The diamond catches the light perfectly, sparkling like a tiny star. Asterisk. Once Jungkook hangs up, he turns back to Jimin with a mischievous grin. Asterisk. Jin said he's sending a congratulations text for our engagement. Apparently someone already spilled the news. He's probably been dying to tell everyone since last night. Asterisk. Jimin adds with a knowing smirk. Jungkook's phone buzzes again with multiple texts and calls flooding in from their friends. He glances at the screen, seeing messages from Jin, Yoongi, Hoseok, and even a few from people they hadn't heard from in months. Looks like word spread faster than we thought. Asterisk. He says with a laugh, scrolling through the notifications. Asterisk. Yoongi is already planning our bachelor party, and Hoseok is demanding to be our best man. Asterisk. Jimin grins, snuggling closer to Jungkook's side. Asterisk. Let them plan. It'll be fun to see what chaos they come up with. But right now, asterisk. He pauses, tracing the diamond on his ring finger. Asterisk. I want this moment to be just ours. Our bench, our sunset, our love story. Asterisk. Jungkook wraps an arm around him, pulling him closer. Always. Asterisk. He agrees softly,